AfriChick subscribers, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. And today is Tuesday, and today is Lesson Tuesday. We are here in Makueni County to empower our guest today. We listened to her story, and now it's time to tell her where she can improve. We visited your farm, we've taken our tour around together, but then I feel like there are a few things you need to improve so that you don't see those diseases anymore. You don't spend so much on medication. To Keziah and our viewers, when you're rearing chicken, the most important thing you need to look at are two things. Actually, are three things: the breed, feeding, and watering. On the side of the breed, you score. When I look at your birds and their age, it's okay. Their weight vis-a-vis their age, it's okay. You did the right thing in selecting the breed. The improved Kienyeji bird is okay. When I look at the health of your bird, is okay. But then you are losing a shilling somewhere. You're losing a shilling in terms of feeding. When I looked at your feed troughs, for example, the feed troughs are not the correct feed troughs, and you have not positioned them in the right place. What you do, you always suspend your feeders to be in line with the backline of the chicken, so that when they eat the feed, it does not spill. For example, this is how you lose money. When chicken are young, at chick stage, they eat 45 grams of feed per day. So if 5 grams is wasted as spillage, and let's say you have like 1,000 chicken. So 1,000 chicken, if every chick spills 5 grams, that is 5,000 grams. When you convert that into money, it's quite a huge amount of money. And that is brought about by using the incorrect feeders and putting the feeders not in the correct position. From the experience point of view, most of us don't put into consideration water. You find that when you're giving a chicken water, you can incur a loss 2 times, actually 3 times. If a farmer is buying water and you're using the wrong drinkers that cannot be suspended, for example, your drinkers, they don't have a loop or the top whereby you can tie a string or a wire and you suspend them to be in line with the back line of the chicken, so that the chicken can drink the water without also spilling. So if you're buying the water and it's spilling, you are losing some liters. If you convert that into a whole season, you'll find that it's quite a huge amount of liters brought back to money. Number 2, if you're using medication mixed with that water to give the chicken and it's spilling, you are losing some amount of the dose. The chicken will be taking an underdose, and if not taking an underdose, that medication was bought with money. So you are spilling the money. You're losing something. You get what I'm saying? Then lastly, about water spillage is disease management. It's very important. When the water spills to the ground, it mixes with the litter. When the water mixes with the litter, it creates a conducive environment for hatching of coccidia and Salmonella typhi and also cholera. So then the chicken will ingest the hatched disease causative agent. Let's say the hatched coccidia or the hatched Salmonella typhi, which is the causative agent of typhoid. So when it ingests it, then it is in active form. That's when you'll see diseases like coccidia coming in, a chicken diarrheaing chalk-like poop, or a chicken diarrheaing blood. At that stage, you'll have to spend an extra shilling to treat the birds. All this came from water spillage. Remember, profit equals to cost incurred in production minus sales or minus output. So then, when you do all these like spillages, you're just increasing the cost margin. Remember, as AfriChick, we always do poultry as a business. We go deep and look at the minor things that you, our viewer and our subscriber, and even Keziah, you ignore. So those are the minor things that we attempt to control so that you can maximize your returns. I want you to find that instead of selling your bird at 1,000 shillings or $10, I want you to be able to sell your bird at, let's say, $8 or 800 shillings and still make a good profit. Sawa. Because when you try to push up the prices, buyers also don't buy them very fast. All right? When you stay with the bird an extra day, you're spending an extra shilling in feeding. Very important. When we came into this structure, you had no footbath at the door. Every farmer, 90% of the farmers I visit, honestly, you don't have footbaths. Do something about the footbaths. It's the main way of controlling diseases. Biosecurity. Very important. When you come from the market, there is a marketplace selling chicken. You pick their disease-causative agents. When you come to feed your chicken, you just bring them on your feet to the farm. Try to work on that. It will be very good for you. Then lastly, I think you need to consider the general look of the structure. Like these curtains, like I told you, they are unnecessary. They create a very good environment for multiplication and even hosting ectoparasites. Ectoparasites are things like mites, ticks, of course ticks can't be hosted here, but ectoparasites like mites, they're the ones that will be really hosted here, and fleas. That's why you'll find that the chicken are scratching themselves most of the time. So try to work on that. I talked about the litter management, all right? So I want you to introduce something called routers or rafters. You'll build something against this wall, like a ladder. Then you put into sections, like a staircase, so that the chicken can perch there. You see, if you're using this timber, it has got a wide surface area. So the chicken will poop on it. Then it will be soiled, and also it will harbor diseases. So you see, when it's just like, it's like a piece of pipe, when the chicken perch there, their droppings will fall below it. They won't soil it, and then you'll have more birds patching there. Very important. When you're doing the cleaning, always remember to use a spade or a sharp object like a panga to scrub the walls, like the windows. You can see there's so much piling of poop on the windowsill. So just also try to do that. Then also remember to do dusting. You dust your walls. After this flock is finished, don't bring in another flock when you have not disinfected this unit. I hope you always do that. Yeah, unapiga dawa, and you make sure you give it some rest. It can rest like for a month or two before you bring in another flock. I will be very happy to come next time and find that you have got the correct amount of litter, which is 4 inches from the ground. You don't have these journeys, empty journeys. I find that you've bought the correct feeders, you've suspended them up. I find that you've done a foot bath. Then I find that you've bought the correct feeders and suspended them up. I find that after we finish brooding, you've removed the curtains. I'll be very impressed to note that your costs would have gone drastically low. Hey, my subscriber, if you're watching Keziah, most of you have been calling me, writing to me emails, looking for chicken to buy, improved Kienyeji. These are the chicken at the point of lay. We are sharing Keziah's number right below here. Only call her if you are interested in buying. Please, if you want to buy the chicken, the Kienyeji improved, the early bird catches the worm. These are the birds. I've looked at them. They're healthy. No Newcastle and no Keziah. Cheers. Thank you so much for hosting us. We hope that you'll get a buyer. All the best. To our esteemed viewers, we go full-scale agribusiness. We introduce you to our other new channel, AgriFarm. Click on the link below, it will take you to the other channel. In this channel, we shall be uploading also daily by meeting other farmers in the dairy sector, in the pig sector, sheep and goat sector, and other crop farmers and everything. Anything you want to learn agribusiness, how to invest a coin in agriculture and get it back, we shall serve you. We shall bring you success stories. We shall bring you experts on board who will guide you where you can put your shilling and how you can keep improving your skill. What else are you waiting to do? Subscribe to the channel.